Okay, I've been doing some research the Media Blaster, and I have the stock set up right now. So what I want to do is do the gravity feed. So I'm going to do it a little differently than there's a lot of videos on there on YouTube. So I was going to go ahead and just show you what I was going to do. So my plan is to put all this together. So I'm just going to show you really quick. What I'm going to do is I bought this. There's some YouTube videos where they have it like this. You know, you cut the sides. I think what I'm going to do is have this on the outside. And the idea is when it's in there, all the media is just going to be here and there's not going to be a lip. With it like this, I didn't want it to, all the media to collect here and not go inside. So I was going to give it a try. I'm going to use some of this just for some of the gaskets. We'll give that a try. And then this connects into here. So this is 1 inch here. You can see the one. This is 1 inch by 4 inches. And then what I did, instead of, I'm just going to have an elbow that comes down. Instead of having it where it's a T that comes down and you drain it, it's just easy just to unhook this and have it drop down. So have the elbow. This is 1 inch down to 3/4. And then I have a T here, 3/4 on each side, and then it goes up to a 1/2 inch. And the idea of this is I'm going to go like, have this, and then this is the cap. I'm going to drill a couple holes here, inside here, and that's how I'm going to adjust the air. And then this is 3/4 right here down to 5/8. And then the hose here is, where is it? There it is, 3/4 outer diameter to a 1/2 inch. And here's the receipt, just to show you. This is all from Home Depot. So ended up costing just under 50 bucks. The thing is this right here is 10 feet long. I'm only gonna need, what, 3-4 feet. Home Depot only sold it in this roll. So I bought the 10 feet, figured, you know, I can replace the hose later if there's an issue. So there's just a summary of it. The holes on here, I'm gonna, once I get it started, I'm gonna use this to drill a hole. I already have it outlined as far as how big the hole is. I'm gonna drill the other holes for the bolts. Here's the bolts I have here. I have the bolts where they're tapered, so they'll just fit right in there. Okay, here's what we have so far. This is gonna go up to the Media Blaster as it comes down. This will go into the hose. So I just wanted to show you here. I drilled some holes in there. There we go. I just did random holes. You can see it better inside, I guess. So anyway, the idea is I screw this on up and down, and it will cover the holes and allow more air or less air to get in. I have no idea how this is going to work. If it doesn't allow enough air in, then I'll just take this off and mess around with my finger and see if it makes a difference, and I'll just come in here and drill these holes even larger. What I did, so it didn't mess up the threads, I just got a drill bit that was small enough to fit in between the threads, and I drilled into that. The cap goes on, no problem. But if I'm going to end up drilling it bigger, it may mess up your threads, so you may want to have like a thread file to clean them. Okay, so that's just a side note there. What I'm doing here is, this is how I'm going to attach this. So what I did is I just have something to clamp it there. Drilled holes there. There's the bottom of it. So what I'm going to do now is take this off, and I'm going to drill out the center with this. I guess I could do that, but I don't want to do that because it'll mess up the threads. Anyway, so we'll give that a try. Okay, so just to let you know, These are junk. They're pretty much good for 1 or 2 times to be used. They're from Harbor Freight. This one works better, this one doesn't. I don't know what to say. They're cheap. That's what they are. They're cheap. So what I end up doing is using the Dremel, and I just have one of those sanding wheels, and I just stuck it in there and made the hole bigger as I went. That worked a whole lot better. Sorry I can't show you guys, but I can't do this and I don't have a way to prop it up, so I'm just going to show you as I go. Since there's a gap when I put this on here, not much of a gap, since I had this stuff already, I went ahead and put it on here, so when I attach it, it'll be sealed up. Well, here it is. Just got to hook up to the cabinet. So just to show you once again, just unscrew that. You got the holes in there that you cannot see. They're in there, really. So I'm thinking I may have to drill those bigger, but we'll see. And let me show you. Here's that gasket. It's not the prettiest thing, but I think it'll work. And I tightened this as tight as I could get it. And then you can see it's, well, no, you can't see. There's not a gap in there. So next I'll stick it on the cabinet. Just show you down here. So the cap, I have that pretty much all the way closed. It's not completely closed, but I found just turning it all the way closed and backing out a little bit gave the best flow. The things I would probably do different, you don't have to get a 4-inch. You could probably get a 2 or a 3-inch. This is down a little too far. Well, it's working fine, but you could have it up higher. You don't have to get a longer one. And then the hose, let me just show you. So I just put it here with the grommet. Be careful. I got very lucky that it's just under the door. So what I did, I just kind of lined it up, and I was like, well, I'll just drill right here. Be careful not to have the door get on here. So I got lucky. The hose, I just routed it to the gun. Like I was saying, the gun, the only thing different on this is this gravity feed. I haven't changed anything else, and I'm really surprised how well it works. So here's a picture of that. See how it just barely misses it? So if you're struggling with it, I would highly suggest doing this. It was worth it. Okay, this is with the standard gun, and everything else is exactly how it comes, except the gravity feed that I just did. This is 60 psi with glass beads. It works a whole lot better than the suction. This is powder coat right here. Overall, I say this upgrade is worth the $40 to $50. It did speed up the process. This rim was taking forever. I say probably speed the process up a good 50%, maybe 80%. I mean, there's a big difference. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and subscribe. I do motorcycle repair. I'm redoing a lot of parts. Kind of learning as I go. Maybe it's something you can learn. All right, thanks for watching.